What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to this episode of the Rakish Rovers. My name's Tom Quinn, resident dungeon master here at Modern Myth. And you guys know the drill. I mean, these are the real protagonists of the story.
What's up, guys?
I'm just the scum that they wipe off their boots on a
Glad you're honest.
frighteningly regular basis.
Oh, we love you though.
Aw, see?
Do we though?
I mean,
I
Most of the
don't blame you.
most.
We appreciate you guys joining us here for this episode. We're going to dive right on back into the action. Real quick, before we do, though, if you guys have been enjoying the Rakish Rovers content, we would love if you drop us a like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to support us making more content like the Rovers or any of the other content we have here at Modern Myth, you can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/modmyth. Beyond that, let's get into this, boys and girls.
Let's do it.
All right. Last episode, we left off having done some experimentation in the puzzle room, the planetarium. Though time is a precious thing in the canyon, and there are many a curious predator looking to take advantage of an easy meal. As it turns out, the Rovers are no easy meal. And the wyvern that made its way slinking in through the tunnel and catching Aster, the character, completely by surprise, whilst Ariel, the player, was totally aware they were there due to a bit of a DMing snafu. Happens to the best of us. But a bit of a skirmish that ultimately ground to a halt due to a well-timed and well-utilized hold monster. That wyvern was rapidly dispatched and subsequently butchered. Literally.
Like you do.
And having harvested a number of really important resources from that wyvern, including a bit of protein as a means of nourishment, we're going to dive right back in. And I didn't know right off bat, I know there was some discussion about using this opportunity to rest. Are we rolling straight into that, or do you guys have something, some more that you...
I definitely have some things to do. My understanding is it's probably getting late in the day or late in the...
You're probably getting into early evening at this point. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to do a few more things before calling it a day.
Okay.
Weird question though.
What?
Is it possible this was the wyvern that visited y'all?
Can I do a check to see if there's any distinguishing markings?
Give me a intelligence check with disadvantage.
Yes!
And with -5, because you are looking at you're
Butcher.
basically looking at a side of beef right now.
Alice Strahe, guide my mind.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna crit.
He rolls 2 crits.
No, but it's 2.
2?
2.
I love how he seems proud of it.
It wasn't negative,
I
guys.
was gonna say there's a lot of minuses in that.
there was a very
equation.
real chance that was in the negative, and Kel just drives his spear into his own eye.
Yeah.
No, they're. I mean, looking at it,
Jesus.
it's and honestly, even with the kind of the exposure that you've had to Kali and Xerxes on the Tempest, even now you'd have a hard time recalling like how similar was this one to those.
Yeah.
They do tend to vary in not unnoticeable ways in coloration and some kind of the plumage and the kind of the elongated scaling that makes up kind of the head and neck area. But looking at this, I would say you have no real idea of if this was just dropped by for another friendly chat.
Hi guys.
And you have a teenage mage just come popping out on you. It's reflexive. Sometimes you gotta hit him. But yeah, I mean, you get the sense he was friendly and probably coming in peace.
No.
No. It does not.
Okay.
Nothing acknowledgeable about this.
No worries.
Just curious. Where have we left the corpse, roughly?
Right now, it's sitting in the T-junction.
Do we want to put it anywhere?
A nice bloody mess right there in the T-junction.
What if we use
Jenny's gnawing on one of the partially stripped.
Naturally.
Well-
She deserves a bone or two.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
she took a hit there. actually.
I'll get some for Ollie too. I'll just snap a rib here or something.
Enjoy the marrow.
Just Aster manhandling it, just like ripping a lobster in half, Seinfeld style.
What if we use like a bone or some flesh or something on the emal thing?
That's true.
Like
You're gonna rub some
it's
gore on
dead flesh. I
What?
mean,
it. No, we
It
could do
couldn't
that.
hurt. We've tried everything else,
Yeah.
it seems.
I mean,
All right, cool.
let's try it.
I'll.
Do we want to hide the body though? Like
Is it? Are we on stone or is it dirt?
it's all stone.
Stone.
What do I-
Outside, is there a way we could just throw it over the side of the canyon?
I mean, if you go back out to the entryway, I mean, you literally cross that land bridge getting over here.
Yeah.
There is a sheer cliff, not 20 feet outside the entrance to this space. It's not it'll be a little bit of a haul to drag that carcass out there because it's, you got
My only
100 yards, 200
concern
yards to get out there.
is if there are more out
Yeah,
there.
we-
We
yeah.
just bring we throw
Right?
it dead body.
Um,
I think they're pretty active at night, if I recall.
Could it fit in the central room, and us still be able to move about?
Where the
Yeah.
2 seats are? Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, absolutely.
maybe like in and off to the side a little, so it's not visible.
Just for now. Yeah.
Just for the
we'll
moment.
just tuck
I mean,
it there
there's
for now.
already a body in there, so
Yeah,
it's
so
just-
let's put it in
Thinking
the
about
other chair.
Peter Griffin trying to get that dead frog out of the.
All right.
No, that's true. We could totally prop it up like it's.
Oh my
the
God.
Put some
comrade.
sunglasses on it.
Weekend at Bernie's. Yeah. All right.
Got your
Cal will.
arm around it on the cart. What's going on, other wyverns? Buddy here was wondering if you had any eggs you wanted to lend our way.
Why are you missing like all your teeth and most of your?
Why are you clearly dead?
Do you want me to
Water
move?
skiing.
You want me to move it?
Yeah.
All right.
Do
Do you need some
you want
help?
some help?
Yes. I imagine the corpse is not light.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys are all contributing, I don't need the roll.
Okay,
It's
okay.
just- it's an achievable task with all of you
Okay.
contributing, no doubt.
Okay. All
So
right.
you drag it into the chair room and just kind of
Sit it on the
Yeah.
chair.
Kick it into the corner.
that one leg that
Can
you
I
keep,
put
like,
his
pushing
head
up keeps
on the old
slopping
guy's
down.
lap or something?
There we go.
That's
So for
morbid.
future people to come in, like, what the?
What the
What happened here? What kind of kinky sex dungeon was this?
The normal kind. If you don't have a wyvern in your sex dungeon, you're just not doing it right.
Wait,
Are you? This session's getting off to an
I just
interesting
meant
start.
like a pet or something. Okay.
Okay.
What?
This guy hated
That's
his
what I was
pet.
thinking too.
Y'all went a different direction there.
Um,
So
all right, but it's tucked in.
can
it's
I
tucked off to
take
the
like
side,
its like arm or some flesh bits off of it to?
Well, no doubt Kel's already done a fair bit of the butchering, so there's probably some scrap and
okay.
stuff like that.
I just
left
want
over.
enough to have like some bone material and some flesh, just
Yeah.
sampling all
bloody
of it,
viscera
all
too.
of it.
Just
Maybe some
dab it.
intestines or
Taking a nice size hunk, you watch as Ollie's eyes go wide. He's still kind of gnawing on the little bit that you've already given, but you watch as his eyes go wide, kind of with anticipation as you
Not
pick
for
it
you,
up.
bud.
And you can see that moment, like with a little kid, where like their mouth opens, they're like totally ready to receive, and then you kind of like, and we're going this way.
Oh.
Well, if you want, there's a whole body. Help yourself.
You feel like kind of the heavy push of weight off of your shoulders. You can hear kind of the clatter and
God.
flap of wing. And
Every time.
you can hear kind of the distinct grinding crunch of gnawing on
Just
bone
pay
coming
attention
from.
to anyone else coming and let me know.
He doesn't seem to respond. His eyes are rolling back in his head. He's just. All right, moving over into the.
Yes, let's do this.
All right. What's our
Um,
first thing we want to do?
So so I have the parts and I have the prism.
Mhm.
So same story. Y'all roll the dial or the lever, and
Yep.
I will prism and
Yep.
material.
Let's try he make me strong and stuff. 17 plus 24.
12.
Okay.
Jumping on the lever. As so many times before, clink, 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 the lever coming around. Dead stops at what we'll call the 3 o'clock position. The door drawing up. The pedestal stands before you. A bloom of rainbow light as you set the prism in.
Okay.
Your hands caked in all manner of wyvern gore.
I don't know. And I'll just set it on top of the prism.
Okay. You're kind of like you watch as like some of it kind of like slowly drips down. You brace yourself, fully prepared, and you watch as some of the viscera begins to kind of eclipse where the light would be, and you can see kind of the dimming and ultimately complete fading of the rainbow light as it sits there, kind of everyone glancing to one another.
Did it work?
I don't think it's worked yet.
But there's no rainbow light, or is it just?
There's no light
covered?
at all. Now that the blood and what have you has properly.
Wait, wasn't there a symbol?
Obscure on the back wall. There's a symbol for
Oh.
all of the rooms. Yeah.
Oops. I'll just let me just try this. I'll try this again. I'll scoop up.
Getting a nice couple handfuls.
Make sure that you also kind of like brush
Yeah.
your hair back.
Right.
So
You got a smear here. You kind of
Across
using
your
your sleeve to try to clean the prism up a little bit.
So gross.
What about
dude.
something about Mary you get
Right,
blood?
sticking straight up. And then I will attempt to get some of the, I guess, liquid on the symbol.
Okay. Kind of
symbology.
onto the wall. You kind of try to hold it there as best you can, and like almost like maybe it'll get a grip. And as you kind of move your hands away, you hear a bit of it slop onto the floor. The wall now, kind of in the embossed grooves, some blood and gore. You can see kind of some finger streaks. The next person that finds this room is going to be like,
What the?
I am not interacting with that fucking pedestal.
My plan worked.
Kind of in vain as you're trying to like kind of keep it in contact, more and more kind of slopping onto the floor.
Okay, I don't think this is working, guys.
The Aster kind of turns back, a nice like streak of gore in the hair on the face, and just kind of gives you the like, that was worth the shot, guys. Kind of a look.
Do you still think I should try a necrotic spell? 'Cause
Sure.
I feel like
Well, before let me see if I can wash off some of this blood, and I'll take my wire skin and like try to.
no,
wash it.
don't. I can do this. It's fine.
Okay.
Don't waste your water. Prestidigitation.
You watch
I was
as
just gonna quench it, but okay.
You're gonna
No, that's-
quit. Oh, I thought
No,
you
that's
were.
cool.
I
No,
thought you
I
were-
just wanted to interact with the world, but no, you can stop me. I appreciate that.
No,
What do you
Cal.
want to do? I stab you.
No, Cal.
so is it prestidigitation or is it washing?
Wait.
It's washing.
You're okay.
I want
No.
to do this if that's okay.
No, of course.
If
Do
it-
it.
Okay, I'll ask
Do
before I do the next thing too.
Du-
So I'd like to throw some water on it.
Dumping some water onto it and giving it a nice little cleanup. You watch as the prism does glow brightly now that it's clean and
I was trying to
clear.
clean the wall.
Oh, the symbol.
Isn't that where we're supposed to be doing the
I don't
magic
know.
on?
I was just
What
trying
about
things.
the other things?
They
They-
were spells. I just.
Those were targeting the prism itself.
oh,
That's
then
right.
let's yeah, I'll do it on the prism itself then.
Wiping it down and cleaning it up. You get it nice and clean and a nice bright rainbow bloom. But
Nothing.
beyond that,
All right.
All right, guys. Here goes nothing.
Oh, I make sure everyone is within 10 feet
Yeah,
of
I'm
me.
gonna scoot
And I'm gonna
close.
send Jenny out of the room.
You. Oh,
Well,
so we're
she-
gonna have to turn the
she
dial to
can't
do
leave
that.
the room.
Jenny, stay within 10 feet of me.
Okay.
That's a +4 or 1d4.
Plus 4.
Okay. All right. Firebolt with
Purple.
with some
Bolt. Bout.
some necrotic energy.
Do it to it. When it fires off, as it hits, you kind of that room, I would say blooms, but it's really almost into this kind of muddy greenish black light. The room actually dims a fair bit, albeit the luminance of the prism clearly has accepted what you've given it. It sits for a moment, kind of a slight vibration, and poof, sweeps out back across. And I need a con save across the board.
Ooh.
12.
Plus 4.
Yep. Oh
16, 18.
Oh no.
What'd you get?
What'd you roll?
3 plus 2 is 5 plus 4 is 9.
Oh no. 19.
19.
And I have 4 from you.
Yeah.
24.
What's Jenny got?
Also did not pass. She rolled a 4.
Kind of gathering up, you presumably being the closest because you need access to actually cast the spell. Kel, shortly behind you, you feel that wave rush over you, and just as before, Katarina, presumably the furthest back at this point, you watch as kind of a series of these kind of greenish specter-like aspects of the rest of the party kind of pushed out of their form. You watch as Aster's kind of wrestling her way back in. You watch as Kel's kind of the specter kind of turns and kind of glancing around, takes a few steps and just kind of passing through the wall. And you watch as Kel, physical form, takes kind of a step to turn towards you. That leg buckles and he falls unconscious
Shouting, Kel! And
onto the ground.
I'm
You
gonna try
watch
and catch
Jenny
him.
slump over off to the side next to him, and she vanishes from.
Bye,
Existence.
Oh
Jenny.
no. Oh no.
I'm
Kel
gonna try
is
and catch him
dying.
as much as I can. Okay.
Yay!
Fuck. But
Oh
I'm,
my God.
hit points are fine though.
You are not reduced to 0 hit points. You are.
This is interesting.
Okay. I want to use the wand and try and cure wounds, just because that's the only thing I can.
The only
Okay.
healing.
You kind of reactively, you almost get to him before he's hit the ground, kind of just catching him, your hand already going to the wand, fishing around for it, and as you draw it out, kind of placing it on him. Your experience, you kind of feel this blast,
Right.
and kind of the world begins kind of shrinking in visually, and you can feel that sense of gravity beginning to take you, or kind of a sense of no way is up, no way is down. That kind of condenses into like a pinprick of light,
Okay.
and then you watch as it kind of slowly re-expands, and as it does, you can feel yourself on the ground, your head kind of throbbing. You can see that Katarina kind of laying there above you, as kind of your breath jolting back into you.
Yay. Yay. I lost Jenny, but that's okay.
And
Where am I?
a
Oh, thank God.
unpleasurable experience for sure.
Let's not do that one again, please.
Agreed.
Did it work?
Did it work?
Please say it worked. We lost Jenny.
The prism returns to the rainbow glow.
That's fine.
Are you okay?
I got a headache.
Have some whiskey.
Right.
He takes it really. As a DM inspired, like the random glass. It's all straight here herself.
That spectered hand of Kel's spirit.
Kel, what are you doing?
So he's
are you
going to need
drinking
this.
something?
Trust me, it's bad on the other side.
Well, other than casting sleep, I don't know what else to do.
I guess we could. No, I wouldn't know what to do. Yeah, no. Do you want to? I wouldn't mind sleeping.
Kel is really feeling it now. It's
Where should we sleep? Do you want to sleep in here? Because if we do, I'd like to do one more thing before bed.
Oh, I imagine there's quite a few things. But what?
Can we go back out to the middle room? I'd like to take another look at the marble.
Sure. Oh, yeah. The glowing marble. Yeah, we can go out.
Do you think you can manage?
Yeah, Kel, I'm fine. Just almost died. But I'm fine. Coping.
I'm coping. And despite the kind of horrific nature of the experience, there is a definitive void of emotion to it. I mean, it certainly wasn't something that frightened you. I mean, it is a very otherworldly experience to find yourself dead, drifting
out of nowhere, just like boom.
Yeah.
Like my body's fine, but my
and
spirit wanted to escape.
But despite this, it does not settle in you with any emotional weight, the way it may for a lesser man. And in the close proximity to Kel, you guys actually weren't that scared for him either. It's weird.
Everyone's
He's gonna be fine.
Yeah, business as usual.
2, 3, 4. He's gonna be fine.
staying alive. Staying alive.
That's so true.
And so with that, you're heading back to the
Might have been.
okay. returning the dial. I'll keep your previous roll.
Yeah, please.
Returning the dial back to the 6 o'clock position. The door drawing up. You see that Ollie is kind of sitting like body waggling, like excited to see you again. He I'm sure he came around the corner and was like, "What shit is this?" Like, you could see kind of like a dog who you've been gone for 8 minutes and doesn't have any concept of time. You can see Ollie's totally stoked that you're back. His face is
buddy.
caked in
You're a
Wyvern
little
gore.
messy there.
Gives you a kiss.
You got like swollen belly.
Yeah, he's all plump. Heading back into the what I'm going to call the sitting room.
2 things I want to do. First, I would like to closely inspect the platter itself.
Okay, you're talking about the dish that the marble is in?
Yeah, is the dish like I was envisioning a platter, but I guess like is it kind of more of a appropriate size for the marble? Like, does it look like it belongs there, or did it just look like an errant dish that they put a marble in?
It's far bigger than the marble itself. So I mean, it doesn't look like it's custom made to fit this item. It's a slight bowl, almost like kind of a really shallow, like a salad bowl kind of a shape.
Uh-huh.
And again, it sits directly in between the 2 chairs, and the pane of glass actually bisects that bowl.
The marble is it does. Is the marble, which side is the marble on?
Well, you could put something in the dish and it could move freely to either side, but it's just if you were looking at it head on, that glass runs straight down, and
okay.
the dish occupies half of the dish occupies each side of that glass, but it is free flowing inside the dish.
I see.
But the marble, to answer your question, is sitting on the side with the skeletal remains.
But maybe it's like
Move it.
spirit is being. Yeah, if you move it, I bet you the spirit won't be there anymore.
Are you sure you want to touch it?
Not
Kel
yet.
moves it.
Not
Go
yet.
grab it.
No,
Grab it?
I'm inspecting the thing.
No, wait. I don't care. I'm gonna do whatever I want. Just kidding. No, I'll wait.
Just grab it out of her hands. This is stupid.
Throw it against the wall.
It's like, well, this is a bit meta, but you guys should probably just leave now. I think. This isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, no, we're good. I'll let you inspect.
Yeah, I just want to see if there's anything significant about the basin, the dish, its pedestal.
You can see that basin is actually supported. So each chair is kind of coming up of its own pedestal. You have the serpent pedestal, which is identical to all of the other ones you've seen. That sits right in the front, in between that's the first thing you come to as you're entering this room, is the glass kind of going back from there, the 2 chairs, one on either side, and then this little basin in between. You can see that basin, the pedestal that's supporting it, is actually suspended. It does not go down to the ground. It goes down and then tees out and is actually suspended by the pedestals that the chairs sit on. You could see that this dish, this little basin, is quite intricately carved, albeit nothing intelligible, no words, no pictures or anything, just you can see a fair bit of finesse went into. And considering it's stone, like there's portions of it that, I mean, have been drawn out to an unbelievably thin sculpting's not the right word, but they've been worked down perfectly smooth, almost kind of like the interior of a clam shell. It's got that pearlescent, calcified quality to it. The marble itself, like I said, probably about 2 inches in diameter, is this kind of yellowish amber color, kind of mottled. It's not a solid. Under closer inspection, you can see a black sliver, almost like that of a pupil, albeit a slivered one, not a circular one.
A snake.
And it rests in.
What orientation is the sliver?
Kind of downward,
Oh.
and there doesn't seem to be any. I mean, even as you're sitting here, you can see if you were to set it in the dish,
It would
you
probably
could set
just
it
roll
20
around.
times and it will end differently. There is no, like I said, there's nothing definitive about this structure that would support a specific object.
And the ornate carvings are consistent with the culture and civilization. Like they're
I'd say stylistically there's similarity to some of the other glyphs and things that you've seen, but like I said, very clearly more filigree than
decorative.
and as you are examining that, you watch as in the chair again the figure manifests kind of.
Can I watch the marble itself as it happens?
Yeah, watching the marble. Give me a Arcana check.
Ooh.
Arcana, you say?
She's pretty good at that.
That's a
May Elistray he bless you.
Bless me, Elstree!
You look. I see that she's intently studying. And even though she doesn't let me do my things that I want to do, I
Oh my
still
gosh!
give her my moments.
I think Aster might get stabbed,
I
and then I think Kel might get stabbed.
know, right?
Well,
escalate.
A lot
Actually,
of stabbing
yeah,
going on.
I'd say you're kind of in a losing arms race, my friend.
Yeah, I know.
No,
right?
no.
No, you're good. That is a, you know what it is.
The 4? No, I
Oh,
missed, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean you're staring at this marble as it manifests, and I think the thought crosses your mind is like, is there some relationship here? But there is nothing about your experience of that moment that suggests one way or another. But
Can-
you again I'm not even going to go through the motion. You hear the tap out into the
Sure.
hall.
Can
and
I use my icky bone thing
Icky bone.
and poke the marble with it?
Cool. Taking the bone, as you kind of prod at it, you see it roll around in the basin, kind of hugging that outer lip and kind of and coming to a stop, more or less near where it had been before. Different orientation, but
I kind of want to identify it.
Okay.
Do we feel safe enough here that maybe Kel and I can dispose of the wyvern body? Or would
We
you
should
like
probably
us
do
to
that
stay?
before we go to sleep. So yeah.
Oh, I thought it was getting close to dark now.
Right. That's why. If
Yeah.
you want to do it now, it's a good time to do it. is what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. If you
so
feel comfortable
you
with
are
that.
going to look to identify the
And we'll take care of the.
marble,
there
and you guys are going to
anything-
drag the carcass out.
Yep.
Any part of the wyvern that would be flammable? Do we
We could
think-
take some
How
skin
much
and
fire
dry
are you
it.
talking about?
Anything's flammable with
flammable
enough
with
fire.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna run out of light source material for the
I can cast light.
beam.
And there is
The lever apparatus.
Yeah, I can cast light.
Can you? Well, I don't know how you would channel it inside the
I
housing.
Cast light on a rock and put it in there.
Oh.
the
Granted, I wouldn't be able to
there
think
is
of that,
there is
but I
nothing
could do
about
that.
the carcass that would be an innately flammable substance. Like there might be some creatures that have some sort of resinous
Barbecue.
Right.
resinous spit or blood that is flammable, but there is nothing about the wyvern
Okay.
given the information you've been given about them.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a few more ribs and save them just in case.
Yeah, right.
Just in case I need to poke the marble.
Well,
She just rips and breaks it. Oh my! How barbaric is Aster turning you?
She's
I'm
going for that Berserker build.
I
I
was
was
quite a
don't
sight
even-
to behold.
Right? You are literally covered
Bloody
in blood.
mess.
And I might stone for Ollie. And
No, that's fine.
Okay, but yes, you can
Alright.
dispose of the body.
You guys begin dragging the. Carcass away. As you are
You push,
ritualizing.
I'll pull.
So in order to do the ritual, I have to hold it throughout. So I don't want to do that until you guys are back.
Oh, okay. Well, we can
Oh.
wait too.
Yeah, we're just trying to
Um,
do like that while you're doing that.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know what's gonna happen when I grab this thing, so just wanna
Can you just like
be prepared.
touch it?
Yeah, I think it's just contact.
Right, so you can just leave it in the bowl and just touch it, like the top of it.
Yeah, I just have to touch it. So
Well, okay. Let's just wait then until
Oh,
Okay.
she does her biz.
Okay.
all right, I'll pop a squat in the empty chair.
Okay.
And the
For comfort.
battering ram is still at the door, right? This
It
is very
is.
important
You
to me.
haven't said
Okay,
otherwise,
good.
so I'm going to
It's very important to
assume
me that
that's
that's
the case.
there.
So ritual.
Yes. So I'm gonna just touch it with my finger. Does anything happen?
Nothing happens.
Okay.
You continue conducting your ritual as the 10 minutes carry on. At some point, you watch as the visage of the figure comes back and presumes to sit directly kind of into you in the chair, and you watch as it kind of draws back and vanishes. At the end of the 10 minutes, you definitively know that ebb and flow of energy that we talked about as that flows in, kind of drawing back. You kind of experience a flip book, a frantic montage of glimpses of this ancient snake civilization, little flits here and there. And as that energy resettles into you, you only by their naming of it, I guess, know this to be the serpent's eye. But in terms of it doesn't seem to bear any special properties, any I'll say any mechanical properties to this device. But in this Rolodex of images that you have, in all of them, this was not a trinket to was not a trinket to be made light of. It was a an important relic for one reason or another. But as despite it being in kind of serpent tongue as it comes into your mind, the course of identify magic kind of tethering with that, and the words kind of hang in your mind, the serpent's eye.
The serpent's eye.
As you say the words aloud, the final piece of the puzzle locks into
I knew
place.
it.
Hey!
You knew it.
I needed to say it in the native tongue.
Well, it's important.
Do you? Was there any magic cast? Is it magical at all?
Well, it has a an aura, as you will.
But no magic. It's not a spell or anything like that. It's not like.
I don't get that impression. I think
No.
it was just imbued.
No mechanical properties of any kind.
Was it similar to when you looked in the shard? Did you like have any visions of it? Did it tell you anything?
No.
Okay.
No. But I imagine because when I looked in the, you're talking about the demonic shard?
No, like I don't know what kind of magic it is that you're doing, but when you looked into the shard, you saw visions of possibly the past of where that material had come from. I just was curious if it was the same with this. If
Just blips of the culture. I mean, nothing concrete. Enough to ascertain that this was very important to them. That this was significant.
Are you guys set to moving the carcass?
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys head out with it, go ahead and give me an athletics for both of you guys.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh, 23.
10 for me.
The all things considered, you make pretty short work. They head out on that escapade. Probably, all things considered, it's going to be about a 25-minute endeavor to drag that out there, dispose of it over. You're putting it over the edge.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
So as they disappear in that endeavor, is there anything that you're wanting to do in that time?
Can I take my cloak and cover the eye? Like cover it over the basin?
Sure.
Briefly?
Laying your cloak over it. There's nothing discernible, no discernible change in the space.
But that was the light source. It goes pretty dark then?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, in the room, yeah. But in terms of like doors opening or levers being thrown or anything like that. But yes, I guess if you're to confirm for yourself that this is in fact the light source, yes, you can cast the shadow. Placing a hand over it, placing a cloth over it,
Okay.
the room completely falls into darkness.
Okay, so there's no other extra light sources.
No, there is not a. Well, I should say minus what light is blooming from the main T junction, because there is a little bit of light coming from the primary entrance where they dragged the carcass out.
Is there anything in any of the pedestals or anything that have a housing about this size?
Nothing.
Nothing that I've seen. Okay.
Good question.
About the time that you guys are returning.
Can I just do one last scan of the horizon to see if there were
Give me a
any,
perception while you're out there.
Do we need to send off another explosion?
basically to let the team know we're good. Yay! Oh. 26.
Ooh.
Glancing around, and you have an appreciation for how difficult the Wyverns can be to assess when they want to be, but as you glance around, mostly checking those high ridges, you duck back into this cave structure, feeling pretty confident, either that they're doing a damn good job of hiding, or that the curiosity killed that cat, and as for now, anyways, none others have come sniffing around. It's as you guys return back, roughly in that span of time, that you watch the visage once more manifest and go about its loop. Just as you guys are arriving. In fact, you almost do that, coming around the corner, kind of a stop, like you're afraid you're gonna, and he kind of right through you. But there's enough of a presence there that there's that instant of not wanting to bump into somebody, and but he carries right along, grabs the invisible object, and continues about the.
Well, I'm spent. My brain hurts.
Yeah.
Okay, one to sleep and then try again in the morning.
Yeah,
No.
I
Probably
think
get. We gotta get.
I have
this-
one more spell that I can try to prepare tomorrow to see if
Okay.
see if it'll work.
Is there any others? So yeah, sleep. And I would not say no. I am dog tired. I died today.
Do we? I died today. Where would you like to sleep? Because I think I can do my dome, my
Tiny hut.
Will it fit in these? What happens if it doesn't fit exactly? I don't even know.
Oh, I'd say you probably have room to.
Okay.
Well, I'd say certainly in one of the main two rooms. The second one is
my
probably.
vote is that we'd sleep in the serpent room rather than have Mr. Dude coming and going all night.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't think
Yep.
that would sleep very well.
Yep. Let's do it.
What do you guys think?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's do it.
That's fine.
You post up. So which room is it that you're the statue or
This-
the?
I would say statue room,
Yeah. Let's do
and
it.
I can make the dome opaque so no one can see in it.
Okay. Posting up in the statue room. It's been a pretty long day. Not the most physically arduous day that you guys have endured, though. For some of you, it has been. Turning that crank is a serious endeavor. You can kind of, as you lay down on your bedrolls for the night, you can feel kind of like that cracked, sweaty, you're feeling a nice grime on you from your workout there. But more importantly, kind of everybody falls into one of those rests where you spend the night probably against your will, maybe not you, but solving the puzzle throughout your
Grinding on
your
the question rooms.
sleep. You hear Kel like, but it definitely more of a in intellectually taxing day. Night takes the Rovers.
Oh, hold on.
Have we used hit dice already?
Yeah, we
We've had a short rest
We've had a few
earlier,
short
but,
rests. Yeah.
I just can't remember.
so I'm actually good.
Because I'm assuming we see if we get to sleep through the night, and then we are told if we can spend hit dice.
You fall asleep. Are you guys just all sleeping in the sphere and just going to hell with it? We're going to get some rest,
Yeah.
or are you setting any kind of watch?
Sounds like we were maybe too exhausted to even discuss
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah, cool. I mean,
we
you
crash out.
you realize as your head kind of hits your, you wish you had a pillow. It's like a slop of rag and a jacket that you can kind of muster up. But like that, I mean, the night takes you. Morning comes, or I should say, wake comes, regardless of what time it might be. And you rise feeling thoroughly rested, given everything that's been going on and kind of the inherent dangers of this place. You do
Awesome.
sleep through the night.
Okay,
And
I gotta spend some hit dice.
Same.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
the poison gotcha.
It sure did. Don't feel so good.
I was so ready for someone to fail that second con save. But fucking paladins and their auras,
Auras of amazing.
and actually trying to help their team.
Sorry.
Right.
Dick.
I'm sorry.
And 8.
You know what? The next encounter I design is specifically going to isolate you and make it so you can do nothing. You're gonna have a blast.
That's gonna be fun, dude.
It's like, no, you're chained up. All right, I'm gonna misty step out of that. Nope. There's a zone of anti-magic.
Yep.
It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, didn't you know? It's a legendary action.
Wyverns just have that kind of.
Ooh, spent quite a bit.
Ooh, I didn't realize this. I don't have to re-roll my daily. I can keep it.
Yeah, it is a
Oh.
May.
When
I
will
would
your
elect.
chicken
I will
dinner?
elect to keep it. I will re-roll my timepiece.
As you wait, what
6.
what does the new day hold for the Rovers? I'm guessing you have some immediate thoughts of how to spend some spell slots.
I
Yes.
do.
Yes.
I have shifted my spell lineup a touch, exchanging.
Nice.
Oh, let's see if I get Jenny back. Wait, it's a 1d6. 4? Does that get Jenny back?
Does not 5 or 6.
Oh,
Poor Jenny.
Janai.
It's like the first time she's ever full hit point returned. She's like, I don't know how to feel about this.
I'm not dead. I didn't have like a weird. As we wake, I'll start cooking some delicious wyvern bits.
Okay.
And
some
sprinkling
wyvern burnt ends.
Yeah, and sprinkle some special sauce on it for some temporary hit points.
That's nasty, dude.
You're welcome. So everyone will have +4 tips,
Nice.
All right. Making up the good.
and also giving everyone aids.
Wait, we got +4. Yes.
Hey, I love AIDS.
So you're +10 to your base HP. And that's a 2 now.
Whole team of tanks right here.
I know, right?
That's what happens when you roll with the pally.
rolling some barbarian hit dice here. What's going on? All right. Kel begins setting to breakfast. You guys opt to slow roll for some breakfast, or while he's cooking, are you guys getting straight after it?
I don't want to do the experiment without him.
Okay.
So,
Sitting and enjoying a bit of
but
a bit
we
wyvern meat.
before the hut dissipates, obviously I want to make sure nothing's crept in the tunnel overnight.
Okay.
Cool.
As you move through that space, certainly throughout the night, there was nothing that grabbed your attention and drew you from sleep. But kind of taking a cautious note as you move back out to inspect things, you do not detect any additional intruders. Though at that moment, coming around the corner is the visage, and
Jesus,
you watch as it returns back through the wall. The
Bob,
tapping.
you're killing me.
While Kel's cooking and after she checks, I want to just go sit at the mouth of the cave and just keep my eye on the caverns, the walls of the canyon, just to see if there's any goings on.
You're talking about the entry point from the canyon itself into here?
Yeah.
Okay.
How far away is that?
A couple hundred yards.
Okay, so not too far. Yeah, I just want to
Go
keep
back
an eye out.
and sit. Give me a perception while you're out there.
Ooh, 28.
28. As you arrive, the smell of the wyvern meat kind of begins wafting out to you, and it's not long before kind of your stomach is telling you it's time to go back, but you're going like just a little longer. I just want to, you are just about to turn in. In fact, you go to turn, and kind of out of the corner of your eye, you think you detect some movement. You pause, kind of looking back that way and just holding a slab of rock that you can see across the far side of the canyon. You sit for what is probably another 15 minutes or so, perfectly still, and kind of engaged, locked in this staring competition. It's about 15 minutes later that you watch as kind of the flit of a blink, and you can see kind of it shift to the left and further back. You watch as another kind of shifts up and over the ridge. You can sit there kind of feeling a bit of a cold sweat to the right, quite a ways. You watch as another shift. You can see they scuttle maybe 6 feet and then go completely still, pulling themselves tight to the rock. But definitively two kind of tucked in close, and a third. Now they're quite far away. They're on the opposite side of the canyon, but you get the sense that that as discussed when you guys were on the Tempest last, it is a matter of time before the Wyverns choose to close the noose. They can only tolerate trespassers in the canyon for so long before they deem you to be an unwanted visitor. So as you turn back, kind of realizing like, okay, you there could even be more, but
yeah,
thus far you've seen what you need to see as you head back. Kind of returning back, you can see Cal like, Wyvern in. He's got to get this thing on, and you can see
I'm doing something on as well, but
okay. What's Aster doing as she returns?
I am I'm waving my hands all over Ollie's visage.
Ooh, changing him up, eh?
Changing them up.
Okay.
So about an hour, which hopefully is roughly cooking time.
I'd say if you were up kind of breaking same time as Kel, at about the time that you leave, like I said, you're probably out there for initially say 20 minutes or so, and that's about the time that the smell begins wafting out. That extra 15 minutes, so you probably return back as she's going through the motion. She's probably 2/3 of the way through her ritual. But as that completes, what is it that we witness?
So Ollie briefly glows really bright, like you can't quite see or make out his shape, and then so bright.
You can see those big anime like concern. I'm
Concerning
adorable right now. Don't change that too quickly.
And as like the light just increases in intensity, like the shape it gets larger. And then as the light dims, it is a silver dragon worm.
Oh.
So how big is?
Yeah, how big
Ollie
is that
now?
exactly?
Large.
It's large.
Is it? Yeah.
No, it's medium.
It's medium.
Okay, medium. Still.
So he's our size.
Yeah, he's our size now.
You watch as kind
Any
of
size.
this swell and kind of
No, actually, that's true.
you see Ollie's form kind of almost full limp in the transition. You can kind of feel this displacement of consciousness as the form shifts, and as it comes back to kind of, you can hear kind of a bit of substance as the feet hit the ground, and you watch as kind of Ollie's neck and head craning, kind of looking down his own back, and you can see kind of testing out the new form, feet kind of stamping a little on the stone, and that kind of usual excited exuberance you can tell is still there. In fact, as soon as he kind of takes stock of himself, beelines in your direction, like eager to run that circle on the shoulders. And kind of,
Stop!
You could see kind of screeching to a halt and kind of a confused look as his head cranes to the side. And
Shut up! I've
now,
always been taller than you.
more or less kind of looking down at you. You can see with the head turn, and you can kind of see like the back end of him kind of in wiggle mode, like ready to ride the pocket or the shoulder or whatever. And it potentially the rider situation has changed here. But certainly a far more formidable familiar. And for those at home who are going, what the hell is happening here?
What just happened?
That would be a homebrewed feature, an imbued familiar. So you'll be seeing more of that. I actually don't even know the list. I learn of them as they are appearing in the game. So that's pretty cool. I had to anticipate something in that
I mean,
So
capability
far,
range.
We've seen an ooze so far,
Yep.
and this is a new
The pseudo-dragon.
Pseudo-dragon.
And now
Obviously, all these original forms that he can always
Yeah.
see.
weasel and
Yeah.
he was a
Yeah.
typical.
Hope you
familiar.
don't like ever being a weasel again, Ollie, because
He never will
you're
be.
useful now.
Oh.
He's always been.
He has actually. He's done a lot.
No,
of
I
useful
actually
stuff.
turned him back into
Remember the
a
webcam?
ferret on the ship.
That's true.
So
I think like when it's like mellow, that's probably the form he's most
Yeah.
comfortable in, and
Yeah.
certainly you're most comfortable in.
yes, oh my
You don't
God.
have like a bunch of scar tissue on your shoulders when he's
I'm gonna have to get what are they like bracers or something?
Spalders.
Spalder.
Yeah.
That's for
That would be pretty.
get it. Just
cool.
it doesn't make any sense, but get like one of those falconeering gloves.
yes.
This big ass silver worm like rests his head on the glove. So, go.
Yes. So that's a thing.
Cool.
All right.
He's
Quite
mightily-
the transformation.
He's mightily perceptive nude
and can fly and
and can
he
fly
has
and
a
stealthy,
dragon breath,
somewhat stealthy, blind sight, dark vision.
blind sight.
An
That's
all-around
gnarly.
potent ally.
Yeah.
Wyvern
He's
Jenny.
feeling himself.
Yeah.
He's feeling
Yeah.
himself.
Definitely
Never
feeling
said it
himself.
Miss Jenny.
Having completed that, and now being able to dig into a little bit of the deliciousness that Cole's cooking. Go ahead and give me your cooking checks, because
Ooh, that's true.
I know you gave them. I think it was the 4 additional hit points, but that could be more.
Oh, that's true. That's true. All right, here we go. Let's try. He bless me.
And all I need is the wisdom, because you did all the butchering yesterday.
Okay, so that's 13 on the dice plus 1 for my cookbook is 14 plus my double my proficiency bonus, which is plus 8 is 21.
I would say it's most akin to, it's been reasonably thin sliced. It's most akin to like kind of a ham steak. It's in that thickness area, but just a nice like kind of wyvern tenderloin that's been this was likely probably like the muscle that would have surrounded the femur, so you kind of have this circular bone centered up, but really tender and actually surprisingly delicious. A very kind of something between like a pork and a chicken, it's
And a
got
little resistance to poison.
and luckily this portion of the animal no toxin concerns.
I'll add
But,
a little bit.
right.
he's just Just a drop.
Just a
Just
drop.
drop,
of
Just
poison.
the drop. You all die.
Yeah.
Kel cackles as he leaves the cavern, and
I
you
really
realize
did
he
know
was
I
the
was
big
the
bad the
bad.
entire time.
It was
You
always
losers.
him.
He won. you
My
lost.
name was actually Shayo.
It's a-
Oh.
Ooh. No, a delicious breakfast kind of goes off without a hitch. And wrapping that up, what does the day hold for the Rovers here?
All right. Well, I have one last spell to try on Siramal's symbol.
I have some information.
Oh.
Sitting out there on the canyon entrance, we have visitors. At least 3 that I could see, Wyvern. I would say that if we do not have this wrapped up in the next couple of hours, we should leave because they will
Where are they coming from? Can we leave?
just on the opposite side of the cavern.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, an exit from this space is right into their.
Yeah, so I mean,
Well, we're prepared for a fight. Is there any way we could stop them from coming into our space? Like,
how high is the tunnel, or does it go all the way up?
No, the tunnel that's in here is probably, again, like I was talking about before, it's kind of this definitively circular, more so than could possibly be natural. And it's probably about 10 to 12 feet in diameter. So it's a
Could I do the hut again?
sure you could, yeah. I mean,
Can I do it at the mouth of the?
well, hang on a second. Being the military strategist that you
Yeah.
are, I feel for our skills, it would almost be better to fight them here
in
than in the open.
no, 100%. We need to funnel them in here.
But we know they're out there, so maybe, yeah, like you said, if we could block off the entrance,
That's
keep
what I'm
ourselves
But then we can
insulated,
bottleneck them.
but then perhaps we
Yeah,
we
set a
instigate a
trap.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah, we set the oh man, I wish I could remember the proper wording, but we set the terrain, like we prepare for battle.
Okay,
But
that's a good plan.
But I saw at least 3.
3. Well, females and males.
from the distance you're
It
at, there's
was
no way you
too
can tell.
hard to tell.
You didn't even look at their genitalia.
They were doing that like the low cat look,
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
where they're
yeah,
just
yeah.
like super flat. And
Yeah, it's probably female.
If you look off, if you look off to one side or the other, the genitalia is usually kind of dragging along the
Yeah.
side. Like wyverns are renowned for
they're loose.
they are
Loose genitalia.
they are, you know,
They're
there
packing.
are cultures that just consume the genitalia for virility and
Sounds like a good
Yeah.
time.
It's,
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Well-
sneak peek into that Ayuka culture.
I know, right? Oh
Jesus,
God.
okay.
Ah.
Wow,
So-
drawing that line.
It's Tuesday.
Okay, it's not.
It's not Tuesday.
It's not. We're breaking all the rules.
Oh,
So
Can I ritual cast the hut at the mouth or close to the mouth of the, not enough to be seen.
okay.
If I,
The
Would it block the entire entrance?
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's large enough. I think that it would.
ritual.
That works.
Yes. So it's 10 minutes. Guys, cover me.
All right. I'm going to draw my weapons.
Block action? I don't know.
Moving out to the entrance, the 10 minutes goes by, and there's a couple points where, again, looking out, the entrance takes a slight curve, so you can't actually see outside, but you can see the bright light that's kind of pouring into that space. There are a couple times where you can see the definitive cast of shadow of something
Mm-hmm.
flying overhead in the canyon.
Yikes.
The ritual completes.
All right.
So I
So it's
can change
blocked.
Yes.
the look of it.
Uh-huh.
How much control do I have over the look? Is it just single color?
I think it's just
Color.
opaque, So you
It
could,
says the dome is opaque from the outside of any color you choose.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I
you-
can't really,
yeah,
like,
you can't
texture
texture it or anything like that, but you could basically make it as close to the color of the sandstone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
can't like shaded sandstone, kind of like what it looks like. Yeah. It's transparent to us. We can see through it. Oh no, we can't because
We're not in
we're
it.
not gonna be in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So before,
That's
we,
all
but
right.
when we,
It's
yeah, we
just
can
a
always,
plug.
yeah,
Yeah, and
we just
and
plug that hole.
when we do want to, we can go through it. I believe.
Oh, awesome.
Isn't that right?
Only
Yeah. The
allies
thing
can.
is, I think
You have
if
to be
you
inside of
exit
it.
it goes away.
Oh
No,
yeah.
I think it's a.
No, I think she has to be inside of it.
Let's just
Wait.
let's read the word.
I believe if she leaves it,
Because
it's
I think
going to.
we ran into this once before.
I don't think so.
I think we were trying to fit all of the drow in
Let's
when
see.
we were in the Underdark,
But I was in it.
but you had to be in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe.
I haven't read the wording in a long time.
Yep. Double check it, but I believe that.
If that's the case,
If that's the case, then I would not have done that.
Well, I'll just say when you step out of it, it's going to
Okay.
ban. I mean, the 10 minutes have
Yeah,
expired
that's fair.
regardless.
we have alarm. We could also she has alarm as a ritual.
Okay.
We could put some string out there. And map
Hey,
alarm.
let me wizard.
Well, hang on. Sorry, that is my fault. I apologize. Wizard's a cool class.
It is. I was gonna do it.
Sorry.
That's a good idea, though. I like the layman's hut for
I
the
mean,
blockage.
I
And again,
can
check
see-
me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's.
No, I mean, I can't see the wording specifically. Let's see here. All right. Around and above you and remain stationary. Spell ends if you leave the area.
Oh, shit.
Yes. But in lieu of that, is alarm a ritual?
It can be. Yes.
Ritual?
I'll take the block action.
I've got my weapons
I
drawn.
just don't have it prepared, so I'd have to.
Yep, that's fine.
I don't know if it's worth it though.
It's up to you. This is D&D.
It's D&D. Hey, that's not our thing.
It's not, but that's a snippet that we'll get billed for.
That's true. Creative Commons. Virgins.
Okay. I'm not gonna do another ritual. We have too much to do.
Okay.
I'm gonna
We'll
just
be
let
mindful.
I'm gonna just leave Ollie at the junction, just out of sight.
Okay.
Okay. He'll be our warning.
So, and he's gonna be on the lookout for
Okay.
anything.
Perfect.
When we go.
Your first
guys.
point of contact, Ollie posts up as you guys head back in. Where
He
to?
can communicate through stone, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. It's like a
Oh, yeah.
mile.
Ah. Okay. Yeah. Let's try sleep on that.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Come
Running
on.
back into the planetarium. New day. Go ahead and jump on for me if you guys are jumping on that.
We
Jumping on
are.
that dial. Are you helping them or?
Negatory.
Oops, what did I roll to?
12 plus 19.
I have 19 too.
Hey, we put the exact same amount of
with
effort
a-
in.
I know, right? For
fresh-
once I did
Fresh
something.
morning, a stomach full of good food. It's been a nice seared piece of protein is it can do a lot for you when
That's
you're
right.
out adventuring. Jumping right on it. Either you guys have gotten a lot better at this, or this thing is loosening up with use.
Yeah.
But cranking it over, you hit the 3 o'clock position, the door drawing up, and the pedestal sits before you.
Now, if I understand correctly, your THP doesn't necessarily heal. It
No.
just
Mm-mm.
okay.
It's its own thing.
Because
Above and beyond.
So you can't heal temporary hit points, but aids you can.
Oh, which is nifty.
AIDS, yeah,
that
AIDS
lasts
is
all
amazing.
do we
8
have
hours?
AIDS?
Yeah,
Days
he
are,
did, he did
so-
as well. So it should be a total of 14
Yep.
points.
Yep,
over.
14
And-
Well,
points.
I
Uh,
didn't heal fully up, so I'm just kind of curious,
Gotcha.
like what.
I'm sorry, given your
Oh,
cooking
yes.
score,
Yeah, what we got?
give it an additional die 6.
Oh.
2.
So add another 2?
Yeah.
2 hit points.
If
Love it.
someone is left standing with 1 hit point, you'll know how
know.
important that stake
I
was.
know. All right.
Exactly.
So AIDS gives us 10.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna do the prism, and then I'm gonna cast sleep.
I'm going to make sure I'm
Is
within
the
10 feet of
room?
everyone.
The radius is 20 feet. Is there any way any of them can be out of the radius?
Not without you.
I mean,
being
I'll be in the
affected.
radius, but that's fine. Just wake me up.
You're
Wake me up. Before you go,
in your experience, the room itself has been.
Entirely.
Oh,
encapsulated.
no use. No use. Okay,
Plus,
that's
we're
okay.
all kind of baller.
I
in
guarantee some of you will stay awake. This is not.
HP. I have
I
97
hope
hit
I get
points
knocked
right
out.
now.
This is gonna be fun.
It's great.
We can
Okay.
draw some like shit on your face.
I know, right?
All right.
Did you pass out with your shoes
place-
on? It's over.
I place the prism. All right. Here goes nothing, guys. And I'll cast. I always do Kamehameha. It's funny.
That's what you do.
The light splaying out, forming the rainbow pattern on the walls as you
Okay.
begin going through the motion. A spell that you have not been particularly versed in. One of the
I remember the
first
first time.
spells,
Yes.
maybe actually, I think the very first spell in the actual campaign that
Early level, though.
ever manifest.
Sleep is
Um,
baller.
and drawing it up, you can see kind of the bluish white tendrils
Yes.
arcing, kind of forming this kind of this radiant looking sphere, very kind of soft, and it travels kind of lazily as it kind of orbs in that direction. As it makes a point of contact, you watch a series of tendrils splay out and draw into the prism, and you watch as a whitish blue light fills that space. I need a wisdom saving throw from everybody in the room.
Ooh, and I have actually
Wisdomous.
proficient. If memory serves.
Are we in your aura,
Oh.
sir?
Yes, you are.
okay.
That's 9.
Oh, that's
Nine.
very nice.
Great.
Hey.
10,
Did
19.
you say +9?
My proficiency bonus
Oh,
plus.
yours is +9.
Yes.
Not your aura.
Plus
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like,
no.
what?
No.
like sweet.
18 for me.
18?
19.
I crit.
So she's like 24 minimum.
Witness me.
Witness her.
Do it proper. My God.
Witness me.
Thank you.
There you go. There it is.
Okay.
A pulse of that kind of bluish white energy washing over you, and you can feel kind of your eyelids droop momentarily, and you can even kind of hear like the soft hum of lullaby, albeit with the S consonants drawn a little longer than they might usually be.
That's a good sign.
You feel kind of a sense of like, yes, this is right. Like you just slept, but I could definitely sleep
Oh.
again. The power of touching across the table.
We just touched the tips though, so it's a big table.
A snap, kind of a razor in your mind goes, no, we are here for a reason, and we are on the fucking clock as
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Wyverns.
that blooms, and from down the hall you can hear
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Let's
my
you
gosh.
those who at home who've been watching, we finally figured
finally
it
Oh
out.
my god.
We're
It
no
was
longer
one
rubbing-
spell. Only one spell.
Not
that
rubbing
worked.
guts on everything.
I know. If we didn't have this spell, what would we have done?
simultaneously you catch a chirp in your mind as Ollie has audibly detected
Guys, Ollie, we need to get back to him.
All right.
Okay.
I will. Do I have some time to cast some spells?
You have to
you
push
can
the
do-
thing.
You can do anything that you want.
Ollie's gonna prepare his paralyzing breath.
Okay.
At whatever comes down.
Because I can cast protection.
Now, what's being sent to you at this point is a purely audible, like he can hear that there is movement and scrabbling on the rocks somewhere outside. He has not seen anything yet. He has not, but that
Okay.
uh,
Yeah. Okay. So as soon as something comes into sight, I'm gonna have him. Can I have him prepare that action?
he can hold that action if you want. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. The action held, you can see, or not see so much, but you can kind of through that telepathic link that you guys share, you can feel kind of his body coiling, and you can even kind of in your own, like, there's nothing audible, but in your own throat you can kind of feel that vibration, and in his it's a far lower, this kind of baritone growl that's rumbling. You guys are jumping onto the lever.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll help because I
Okay.
need to. I want
All
to get
three of you grab
back
your
to my
weapon.
boy.
Hit me with the roll.
If you guys can handle this, I want to cast spells.
Sorry, I'm not handling with
Do
my
you
5.
know who we are though?
I will. Okay.
You just tell me what you're doing. If you're jumping on the lever or you casting spells.
I'll help. Damn it.
Jumping on the lever.
What did I
Roll.
crit?
Yeah. So
I crit.
Again?
I don't need you.
Well,
It's too
on
late.
that lever.
I
It's too
only
late. I already
rolled
said
a
I was.
5, so
Oh.
we definitely.
Well, it still may not
I
be
really
enough,
need to get back to Ollie.
Oh, jeez. It doesn't matter. A 7 plus 7 is 14.
Okay. Yep. Combined, all of you jumping on, move the 90 degrees, locking in at 6. The door drawing up. As you move back out into that T junction, down the hall, out of sight because it's a ways. You know that's where Ollie lies. Straight ahead in the statue room, you can now see that the door is open to the symbol that where the sun had
Okay,
been.
okay.
What you guys do?
Let's finish this. He'll let us know when they get close.
Can I have him peek out down the
Yeah.
tunnel,
Stealthily.
see if anything's coming up? Like, can we cross it without being seen?
Can you cross it without being seen? So I want to make sure. My impression is that he's all the way near the entrance, or is he all the way back at the T junction?
He was at the junction.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, still, with his keen sense of hearing, he would be able to hear. But with him being there, I mean, that serpentine, like
Oh, it's winding,
yeah,
right?
You
Okay.
guys can look down that way, and he can hear that there's movement. But
Okay.
but
in that case, yeah, I'm gonna.
it's
I'm
quite
gonna
a
have
ways off at this point. With him being at the T junction, it's
Is it getting closer?
Are they coming down the
You
tunnel?
just
it's hard
hear
to say. You
scrabbling.
can just hear kind of.
Okay,
the
I'm gonna
the
send him
scrabbling
like
and clatter of rock.
10 feet or so down the tunnel.
Okay.
And then if he hears something, to scooch back
Okay.
as he
He
does.
begins kind of crawling his way forward, and you can hear against that. Now that you're in close proximity, this kind of low, it's just this resonating vibration in this chamber of this growl, and with his form being what it is now, far more imposing. I mean, it's the kind of deal where like watching him in this state, it's a little unnerving.
You're
There's
terrifying.
this wild animal sense to him that just, even in his pseudo dragon form, didn't convey the same menace. That, but kind of lurching forward a few strides. What do you guys do? So Ollie's on the watch, and he is waiting.
And
for,
he's still got the action prepped.
I'll assume that he's holding paralysis breath.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna run. I'm gonna place the prism in the statues where we did before, and then I'm gonna grab the mirror,
You keep going.
Okay.
Sorry.
and then I'm gonna channel the beam over to the opposite side where the sun is now.
Okay, boom, hitting the prism, it glows into rainbow light. This room, much like many of the others, also empty, vacant of anything but the pedestal.
What do you think it is, Asta?
Light. I think it's light. I don't.
Well, I can cast light all day long.
Okay.
Before he casts light, he's going to bring in Cat, and he's going to wax on over your head. And he's going to protect you from poison.
Oh, there.
And it lasts only an hour, so I don't know how, but that's going to be nice if it happens.
You get the sense that if the shit's gonna hit the fan, it's gonna be within the hour.
Yeah. In that case, I will also do the same thing to Aster.
And we can't be poisoned.
No, you have advantage on all poison saving throws.
Okay.
Okay. And
So-
how many spell slots is that?
So 1, 2.
Those are. I'm sorry. What level spell slots are those?
The first level.
First level. Okay.
Right. And then. All right. Should I do it to myself?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it to myself.
You're gonna go blind. Keep doing that.
Okay. Does he just wash his Oh, protect against poison.
He hits a high note that you didn't think was possible. Okay.
Ollie
all three of
howls.
you.
Yeah, in unison.
Which actually might be important to know. If when I cast something on you, does it go to your familiar? My Find Steed has that ability.
I do
don't know.
not believe.
I
you're saying
doubt
okay.
that.
All right, cool. Then, in that case, I will look at the stone and go, Alistrahi, give it light. And give it light. That was horrible. I'm sorry, internet.
You're forgiven. Come on. I mean,
know.
it's-
I just orgasmed all over
You
my
wish-
phone.
you
I want
wish-
to see. I want to see in the comments that light casting though. Like I was going to say about that light casting though.
Hey, it wasn't Kamehameha. It's just
The-
no way it could be as cool.
Targeting the prism, it glows with a bright white light that seems to only amplify the rainbow characteristic. What beams of light move through the prism, splay out, and the room remains in
Son of a biscuit.
rainbow light.
Rainbows. Okay, I'm sorry, Cal. I know that was your spell.
There's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip. Hey, thank
Okay.
goodness.
I can up it. I can use bless. I can up the light factor. Moonbeam I do have, which is a
She's
type.
searching for her scripture.
Oh yeah.
I am
Have you checked the scripture?
radiant.
Is this where the water goes?
Do you
I don't know
think
if you saw
radiant?
I have plenty of. I'm a paladin. I got radiant.
Cantrips though.
Yes. I will
Let's
cast.
give it a shot. Like
before I do that, I
what's the
forgot.
opposite of necrotic?
It's radiant. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Is your light spell can be dismissed with a bonus action or something?
My light spell?
Yeah.
Dude, I can look it up.
Well, so I'll just say that room, it's borderline unbearable to look at right now. It is so.
Oh, I'll turn it off.
Right.
I can just turn it off.
That's why I was asking. I didn't know if you could. So as you turn it off, it kind of you can tell that the light you created had plenty of potency. As
Nothing
with many
happened.
other things, the prism has amplified that to a point where, like, you know, literally you could you were whited out. Anyone in that
Right.
in that path. As it dims down, your eyes kind of begin readjusting, and you said what?
Well, I'm going to Illustrahi, give me strength, and I'll sacrifice my channel divinity to get an extra spell slot. So I'm regained a level 1 spell slot.
Okay.
And then I will cast Sacred Flame, and I make sure everyone is within 10 feet of me. I'll cast Sacred Flame on the stone.
Reaching the hand out, you watch as this kind of this kind of shimmer of, let's call it white heat, but certainly with that like desert road mirage-y kind of character to it, engulfing the prism. What are the stipulations for that spell?
It needs to make a Wisdom saving throw, otherwise
Can
it
I
hits.
have everyone make a wisdom saving throw?
Certainly.
You get plus 4.
Plus 4.
19 for me.
Oh, I have
It's-
Lucky's.
Yes, but it is a cantrip. This is not a heavy duty spell. It's a 1d10.
So if I fail, I get a 1d10
1d10.
damage.
Well, and half that. Actually, I'm level 5 now. It's 2d10. But it'd be half. It's up to you. I'll leave.
I'd
it.
also say Aster has no comprehension of
Okay.
any of that.
I have
So,
no idea
yeah.
what that means. I fail. I fail. I'm
I
gonna
fail
save
as well.
my Luckies.
Both of you fail?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage for it.
Sorry. Let me just make sure. Sacred Flame is 2d8. 2d8, not 2d10. Excuse me.
You can roll damage.
I know. I could. 1 and 5, so 6. So we take 3 damage.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're resistant for all spell damage, huh? Ballin'.
Ancient paladins, man.
You feel the kind of radiant burn. It's almost a feeling of like an instantaneous sunburn. It's this kind of irradiation. But as it dithers down, the room remains in rainbow light.
No.
Okay, what is the what's the scripture? Have you checked the scripture?
We checked the scripture. Dang it. Okay.
That was a
so,
good idea.
What,
Sacred
what
Flame.
the guy's been saying, just as Sir and Maul quenched their thirst when the spear burned the brightest. So will I quench your thirst for knowledge without a price?
Spear. Do we try fire now?
That's my next guess.
We've done light.
Maybe there's
we've done
firebolt and
radiant.
then there's fireball. Let's go firebolt
Let's
first.
start with a less dangerous fire spell.
Yeah, no, I can for sure. I just figured light and radiant.
I know.
Well, it surprises me.
All right. Well, these have only been actions. These have only been like 10 seconds.
Okay,
each.
okay, all right.
So
Firebolt.
don't roll. No, it's 10 seconds each, man. No.
How far do you think a wyvern moves in 10 seconds?
They're fast.
What is their speed? It's
They're
probably
pretty quick, they're pretty
ridiculous.
Ballin' speed.
Yes.
Okay. I'll make sure I'm in 10 feet of you guys. And
Okay.
I'll take the block action. You might want to take the dodge action. This is versus AC. Why not?
I'll take the dodge action.
Firebolt.
Oh God, please don't.
Bracing yourself, the firebolt lurches towards the prism. Go ahead and roll your attack, please.
The attack die?
Yep. That's a fucking disadvantage for me and Cat.
Well, it's just
I
for
don't
the-
do that.
this-
What is,
the
what is
prism.
it? This is just for the prism.
It's 17 on the die.
Okay, so what would your total be?
27.
27 to hit anyone in the room.
Okay.
That's a
Mm.
hit.
Go ahead and roll damage. You watch as
Try.
the prism
Try.
kind of bursting into flame. Momentarily, you watch as the flames extinguish and the firebolt lurches its way back out. Just kind of a wave of flame. But seeing as Kel's standing right there, it's kind of more of just like you touched a hot pan or something.
Right.
You know?
Ow, hot.
No big deal.
Ow, hot.
Ow. Ouch. Kel probably burned himself worse cooking
is
this
it?
morning.
4.
It's 4. It's
Yeah.
2 and 2.
So
Wait, it's
half-
4 and
No.
6. 4 and 2.
2 and 6. So
Yeah, so
8.
8, but he's
Yeah,
having
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
Thank you.
4. 4 fire damage scorches the room.
we all have half, or just you two?
Everybody in the, oh no. I mean, I'm guessing Kel's standing close enough that everyone's
Right.
in his aura. Yeah, so
So 4. Okay.
4 fire damage to everyone.
There goes my temporary hit points.
And
Not all of
as the flame
Not all of them.
dies down, rainbow light fills the room.
Bless it.
This is my second time taking damage. Yeah.
Good golly gosh. Okay, so we've tried fire, we've tried radiant and light. We have. Okay,
Let's try
so we
your
had
water.
necrotic. Healing. Let's do cure wounds.
Do you want me to use my wand?
Yeah, use your wand. Did you roll for it to see if
I
you
did.
recharges?
I have 3 uses today.
Yeah.
Okay, you.
I'll poke it with the wand.
It,
Plus it heals us.
the
Nothing.
room remains in rainbow light, but you all may cure wounds.
That's actually a really
Do you
potent thing.
roll
we
for
can take advantage
healing
of
for
that.
all of us? Is that the rule?
No, you can each.
yeah, you can-
each go ahead and
It's
roll.
1d8, right?
Oh, well, I can't heal temps, so
No, you can't heal.
It is.
But I'm
1d8
back up to full.
I believe what it's 1d8 for your
plus-
cure
it
wounds?
is 1d8. Yeah, but no pluses because I'm not magically inclined.
7. So if you had, remember you had like 6 temps. So
But I can't go back up into those, right?
No, those go first. So those
Okay,
ones.
so 2
Okay.
heal. Okay. All right, we're good.
I've said my piece.
I know the
What if-
scripture.
what
The
was
sphere.
And
burns
so nothing
brightest.
happens. Okay.
Sphere
so the
burns
scripture-
brightest. It's
Water.
fireball.
Put water on it. I
I'll
don't
put
know.
water on it. I'll put water on it.
Grab the water skin and just
Just douse it.
as you hit it, a deep resinous blue light fills the chamber.
Yeah.
And all of that kind of heat and radiance that you had experienced in the last
So much.
minute or so,
We're just throwing everything at this prism.
as
Boom, 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 boom.
as the room glows a deep, like I said, I mean, it's to say it's glowing, it's almost kind of darkened, but this highly saturated blue light in the room, and you staring at it going like, please God, don't let this go back to rainbow. Feel a drop of water hit your forehead and looking up,
Where's the shield? Just-
I might step into the junction for.
more water kind of begins moving from a drizzling to what feels like a monsoon in this space as it comes pouring out, kind of rushing into the junction and kind of down this serpentine just for about 15 minutes straight. This water just
Holy shit.
Can I
pouring.
like clean myself from all the grime from yesterday? Just like a
all, like,
quick bath.
Showering.
Just a quick bath.
So I mean, it's actually kind of a welcome reprieve.
No, it is super hot. Super dry.
And given the location, given the I mean, you have not seen standing water since you arrived. This
I'm
kind of
gonna fill my water
Yeah, I was
skin.
going to say, let's get our water skins filled up. and-
Yep.
unbelievably refreshing moment, and kind of slowly at some point you feel kind of that begin to dither, and kind of looking up, you feel the sensation that kind of this typhoon, this storm has passed, and you watch as the two statue heads that Kel has pulled out. You can hear kind of the groan and grind of a mechanism.
Wait,
that
I want to catch it if it's gonna fall.
does not seem to be working properly. You just hear kind of like.
Kel, can you push them back?
And then stops. But you definitively get the sense that something was supposed to happen with these statues, but presumably already has, as you
Manhandled.
realize that. I mean, they did not draw back in, certainly.
Right.
But you can definitively hear that sound, and the room after that falls silent. It is in that lull that beaming to you, kind of this telepathic connection, shifting shadows, kind of you can hear the scratch of claws and scrabbling as it is very difficult to tell how many, but it is many forms moving.
All right, guys, we have incoming.
All right. Let's get to. Are we set up? Is the tunnels aligned and all that good stuff that we can go and engage?
Yes,
Okay.
everything's open, but we might need cover. You've got the, I think as a fail-safe, we go into the planetarium room and roll the dial if we need to.
Okay.
What do you think?
So
If we need to get away.
If we
yeah,
need,
is that our Alamo, for lack of a better?
basically,
Okay.
that's my thought.
So the formation I feel should be me at the front, holding them, and everyone else is pelting the crap out.
As you guys are
Dude,
discussing
run,
this,
go.
you watch again a glimmer. It's almost a I got to get this to you because I got to do something here.
Yeah.
You watch as two wyverns just scratching their way
So he's
into this.
backing up. He was staying ahead of their vision, like he was coming backwards.
Okay, moving backwards, but they are visible and in range at this point. So roll your breath.
Breathing stuff.
Breathing. How much room do we have overhead? Like, how tall is the cavern?
About 10 feet.
Okay, so
10
it's
to
pretty
12
small.
feet. I'm sorry, that's the tunnel height. In the rooms, it's probably more like double that.
But just to say
20,
that we want
25.
to engage them probably in the tunnel.
Every creature in a
Anytime we can
15-foot
bottleneck 'em,
cone
So the
Obvious-
first two wyverns that are there. are-
has to
kill one,
succeed on
another one will
a
come, kill that.
Constitution DC 13.
I'll
the
do my
first
best.
succeeds.
You always do.
The second succeeds.
Okay.
Try the fire.
And it is in that moment that I actually need initiative across the board.
I love
Alright.
initiative. It's where I get to disappoint myself.
Very nice.
17.
I don't think you're disappointed.
Oh, I'm not.
What's that thing? I
13.
need to roll.
15.
Okay.
I'm at 21.
21 is a go.
Okay. How
Is it necessary for this? Okay.
how far away is Ollie at this point from where we are located in the central portion of the T zone?
He's been backing his way up. He unleashed this breath, and you watch as, or I should say, she kind of watching through him. Or if you've come to that corner, you can see this expulsion of breath, and you watch as the two wyverns, like I said, one kind of clambering along the wall, as the other is in full sprint coming down the hallway. You can see that, like, again, kind of like a cornered and threatened animal, Ollie begins kind of shifting back in your direction, lowering himself. And you can see these two are coming, and you can see the definitive movement of shadow and broken light as some number more are plowing their way.
How far away is Ollie from where we are?
He was only 10 or 15
probably about 10 feet.
Okay,
yeah.
so pretty close.
What are you gonna do?
I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna
Do it.
quaff the desperate vial and see what happens.
Oh, fuck yeah. I
Do
forgot
it.
about the
Roll
desperate
that
vial.
Do it!
Come on. What am I-
Not one.
3.
Well, you have protection against poison.
I know. That's why
Anything
it's
but
like
one.
Might as
perfect
well.
2, which is haste.
Now, interestingly enough, though,
way!
It is. Yeah.
protection against poison, I don't know, because she doesn't make a roll again. If she rolls it, she's poisoned. It's not, there's
But-
no, because it's advantage on rolls.
So now you don't have
So,
to spend a concentration.
That's
my
an
God.
interesting. I mean, you
I
you'll
was
be able
really
to remove it. There's that factor, but I don't think the.
Well, I think I would argue that because we'll talk about it later.
But it is an interesting interaction.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Ooh,
So I'm hasted.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
Downing the vial, you stuff the empty into your belt, and you feel this burst of, and you watch this kind of Katarina, kind of her head flipping back to you guys. She gives you a look back towards Ollie, and you can see in this almost characterized sense of movement, like even mundane movements are kind of operating on a different frequency. What do you do?
I'm trying to recall if I have weapons in my hand. I felt like I had drawn them, but I don't remember.
I don't.
When did you draw them?
I mean, you guys have rested. You went out and watched for the Wyverns. You came back. You were pushing the lever. I have not
Okay.
heard anything. Your
Okay,
weapons
so
are.
I guess I'll just draw Valor.
Okay, you draw Valor.
And I will just run and attack the first one I can.
Okay, the first one that you can is probably 30 feet away.
Yeah, well, I've got like double speed, movement speed, so that's
Okay.
fine.
That's fine. Running up to the very first Wyvern. Oh, and I will say these two, where you can see are clearly both
prepared.
male. The first two that are coming.
So
in.
these are the
Um,
okay.
Can we all see them now?
She's the only one who's come around that corner. Yeah.
But Ollie's.
All you through Ollie's
So I don't know.
depiction. So yeah, this one you don't know.
I'm gonna
guessing you're lucky
I'm gonna
in that.
lucky that crit miss there.
The-
Valor, baby, we
Oh
gotta
my
do
God,
this. We're
crit
going
miss,
to
man.
battle. Come on.
I want to take
Ooh,
one.
it was
Not
almost
a
a 19. I know.
Strong start.
Yeah, that's not good. So first attack would be 15.
I guess we get to learn the AC.
Bringing it down.
I think it's
you watch
20.
as it kind
I think
of
it's
draws
20.
its head back, and you can find nothing but air.
Let's go,
Okay.
Valor. Just need a
Valor,
warm
Valor,
up.
Valor.
23.
There it
you go.
is.
That'll hit. Hopefully.
23, bringing it back around. This time, more of a lunge. You find purchase kind of in the chest and neck area, and you can see that in these close quarters, whereas for instance, Ollie's form is four-legged and can really hunch. With these creatures, essentially being two legs in the back and just wings on the front, it's kind of hobbling along their elbows. They're still quite agile. Clearly, they move around in this
Right.
fashion a lot. But there is something to be said for not having those front limbs to claw and clatter
Can
along.
they fit two wide or is only one wide through?
Well, when you consider their ability to move along rock faces and things like that, like what
Oh,
you're
this
seeing
is
right
so
now, the one
gross.
she's engaging is on the ground.
And
There's
The
one
other
other,
one
so
is
I get to do it
directly
all over
behind it
again.
on the wall itself. You
But
can see
the
kind of,
actual
Do you
opening
have
is
enough to get
wide
away
enough
as
for
well?
2 or
Okay.
3 or 4 or...
you probably three of them could squeeze into the opening. If
Okay.
they-
As long as
if
you
they're
hit
in
once, you
10
get
ton.
your haste. And your
It's
sneak attack.
Oh, that's a lot of 5. So it's a 5, 10,
Ooh.
15, plus 12, 27, plus
Woo.
5.
32.
32.
Yeah, 32 plus 6. So 38.
Oh!
38.
Oh!
Lunging forward, the blade opening up, you can see again this kind of that olivey colored blood kind of bubbling out and splashing onto the ground. It lets out a hiss as it lowers itself. You could see kind of that lowering notion really allows the tail to kind of draw up forward, prepared to use that as its primary weapon. Anything else? I'm guessing since you're hasted, the answer is yes.
Yes, so another weapon attack.
Okay.
Second action, I should say. So 22 for that attack.
22 will hit.
10, so 16.
Not bad.
What
for
the hell, dude?
The
pretty
damage
nuts
dice
damage.
have been like...
She rolled near like infield crit on
Yeah.
those.
I'm beginning to wonder
so-
if I should go rogue next character.
Okay, another flash as you lunge forward with the first one. Kind of the creature's posturing would generally indicate that a combatant might recoil or prepare to dodge, but instead you opt to go further offensive, kind of raking the blade out instead of worrying about your own defense, and kind of that opening that began bubbling blood, raking the blade along. You can feel it kind of guide along one of the ribs or maybe the clavicle as it cuts its way through, and you watch as a kind of a geyser of this olive blood pours out. It's snapping and hissing and is bloody.
F
Not
yeah.
bad for a
F
first
yes.
fucking
F
attack.
yes.
I will turn and run back.
Okay.
Um,
Turning back to run, you obviously do not incur opportunity.
I saw at least 2 males. I blooded 1, and then I'm gonna turn.
What did she just say? Did you hear
You,
that?
you hear
I
like
didn't hear
that
that.
chipmunky coming across
Alvin.
the old telephone line style voice.
I would love to do like the samurai, like to like flip the blood
Cling.
off.
Oh, that's-
You watch it,
Sick.
it spatters onto the wall as Ollie's still kind of backing up, and you can see Ollie's head kind of like, you know, that animalistic notion of becoming cornered and you know, still moving back your direction, but despite this dash up and lash out, no momentum is lost as these
Yeah, as they're
wyverns are
coming.
clattering their way through.
Just to finish, I will
the
go
tunnel.
back behind Cal, put my hand, since I've got a free hand on his shoulder. Just let him know I'm ready.
Okay. Next high is gonna be those wyverns. You just hear that in your ear. You can see she's basically doing like flash dance, just her feet.
What?
For like a minute straight until my turn comes again.
Ready.
All right,
Like
that's it.
hype the fuck up on speed.
The two that you've
Basically
already
what it is.
seen continue barreling forward. Both of them set in on Ollie.
Whenever they. Oh, okay. Is
You're still around the corner,
Gotcha.
so both you can see the tail. Both of them kind of lashing in Ollie's direction.
Oh.
AC for
17.
the
That's
one.
not bad. That's not bad at all.
Bad. Oops. Help if I get it in the tray. First is going to be a hit.
Fuck.
Can I react?
Sure.
Does he have a reaction? Sure.
I do.
No.
Oh, well.
You magic. So the reaction, which you take when a creature you can see within 60 feet of yourself succeeds on an attack roll.
Can she see him?
You have to be able to see them, or not?
Yes.
Okay.
If he's 10 feet from me, and he's able to, Ollie's 10 to 15 feet from me.
Yeah.
Can't I see the thing that's attacking
Well,
him?
he is around the corner. They're coming down this T-junction. You guys started initiative in this
Oh.
room still. So she is the first one to see it as she came around
So I cannot see
into
it.
that room. So you cannot see it. What I'm waffling on is, I mean,
If
you
Ollie
can
see it-
share, and since you're familiar is a casting appendage, I will grant it because I'm feeling kind, and then this is going to be an ass whooping. So let her rip. What are you casting?
Okay, you magically distract the triggering
I gotta
creature and
say
turn its
volley.
momentary uncertainty into
Yeah.
encouragement
Yep.
for another creature. The triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and use the lower.
That was
Oh.
poke and roll too. That's nice. What spell is that?
Slippery Barbs is a level 1.
Silvery barbs is cool,
You can
man.
then choose a different creature you can see within range. The chosen creature has advantage on the next attack, so I would choose Ollie.
I don't think you can even see Ollie yet.
Then
So
I will
that
choose.
one you cannot see. So it would be Cal or Catherine.
I'll choose Cal. Who's next?
The second roll does in fact miss. Ollie kind of this silver gleam off of his this new form, kind of glaring into the wyvern's eye as the barb nails the stone behind them.
Ollie. I got you.
The second wyvern, however, tail does find purchase
Okay.
as it hits Ollie for 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I need a con save from the wormling.
The wormling. Ah. No, don't. Where is he? Let's do this. Okay. Oh, he's fine.
We'll see. We'll see.
22.
22.
He
The
said 8 piercing damage.
8 piercing damage. Both of them lay in with a bite attack at Ollie. I mean, you can see at this point, like Ollie is a dog in a fight and not in the winning position. Both of these things are just on. They're at this point they're rolling around. The stingers kind of flicking around, bites going everywhere. The
You got
first
this.
bite will hit. The second bite will hit. Almost crit on the
Oh.
second bite.
Fuck. We're gonna save Ollie.
First bite is for 15 piercing damage.
Is he in your aura though?
No.
He's nowhere near me.
Okay.
Second bite is for 15. Both infield crits
Ah.
on that damage.
God damn it.
Is he okay?
No, he's not.
Oh.
His attention flits.
He's bloody, or he's
Near death.
near death.
His
Quarter.
attention flits to 4 more wyverns coming
more.
down the hall.
Guys,
further,
we got 6.
further out.
Let's go.
Yeah, we were gonna go. Don't worry.
They have exhausted the entirety of their movement, and they are now where the last wyverns started their turn. So they are movement capable of engaging from this distance. I'd say they're at this point they're probably 20 feet away from Ollie.
I need visuals.
And
I'm so sorry.
that would be three wyverns more or less clattering wherever they can, and the last one kind of bringing up the rear. So
I don't suppose we have a map. No.
Can we just do a little bit of? I'm so sorry to ask this of you. I'm such a visual guy. So the we can just use what we got right here. All these guys are wyverns. Where is Ollie?
Ollie's here. We are in this room.
Okay.
This is the junction.
Okay.
Right here.
All right.
And then these two just attack.
Perfect use of the dirty,
Yeah.
dirty screen.
So
Yep,
where's
that-
Ollie?
Ollie's here.
Ollie is
he's just a little ways down
Okay,
the
okay,
junction.
If you want that
Okay.
to be,
There's
if you want
that.
that to be Ollie, to make it a little more clear.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's
All right.
actually a
Oh,
wyvern.
thank you.
And
Okay,
then
cool.
we've
Now,
got 20 feet further down, we got 4 more.
Four
Okay.
more coming down the pipeline. So
all right.
as
And
they
so she just went.
as they are charging down that length, and you can hear
Thank you.
that
Thanks for
growl
listening.
that has been resonating in Ollie's throat as a number of bites, one of them kind of sinking in, kind of twisting his head off to the side and opening up the second bite. You can hear kind of the yelp and yowl as as kind of dragging, slamming all
Hang
of
in
them
there,
into the sidewall. And with that, we pivot over to I believe Kel was next.
Kel.
Save him,
Kel.
Kel.
Yeah, I will.
You have advantage on your next attack.
I have advantage.
Silver
on
and
my
Barb,
next
she
attack?
gave it to
I
you.
gave it to you.
Shit.
Doesn't matter.
No, it
You
doesn't
gotta
matter
do
when.
Just
Cool.
your next attack.
Because you're after me.
Mhm.
So I'll post up. I want you guys to be able to see the how much space is between Ollie.
About 10 feet.
Okay, cool. So I'll post up here, and I want 10 so that I could poke him as soon as they enter my range.
Okay.
Is that kind of cool?
It's kind of cool.
So I
I
think
mean, like from where you're at now, you're certainly defending the rest of the party, but you're doing like nothing about your positioning is going to help Ollie if you're not.
well, I'm hoping that Ollie could get away and then get behind me, and then I'm prepared to take on the brute force.
Okay.
If that's, I'll position myself in such a way.
Okay. So you're poised up, so if they come around that corner, you're ready to.
Yeah.
You're ready to hit.
Yep,
them.
yep.
Cool.
And I'll take the tunnel fighter and block action. And I did my
Pulling
movement.
up, the shields slamming down, and for Kat and Aster, you kind of watch as you've seen so many times before. This kind of narrow junction becomes the bulwark where Kel's going to hold his ground. You can hear the scrap and kind of
Ollie,
crossing your fingers that Ollie is going to be able to draw back to you guys.
Ollie, be safe, but come back to me. We'll take care of you. And he'll.
Echoes out into the chamber amidst, again, you can only see kind of the shift of shadow and hear the it is the unknown of the sounds that are playing out, but none of them are good. It is
Right.
it is a sound of the worst sounds that wyverns are capable of mustering and the worst sounds that a silver
Dragon.
wormling is capable of mustering, and the scrap is in full force. And I'll say the flits and stutters of information that are gleaning back to you are borderline distracting, like a sense of pain kind of running down your neck and shoulder, the jarring sense of being slammed into the wall as you feel your own claws kind of
Now,
raking
is he
out
being grappled?
into the air. No, not
he's
technically.
getting
Okay,
bit.
alright.
Anything else from Kel?
That is no. I'm prepared to be the stone.
Okay,
15.
15 to go.
Okay.
Does that mean it's also Ollie's turn?
Yeah.
It is.
So Ollie
So,
has his own turn
does he-
structure.
Is he able to disengage from both with one action?
Yes.
Yeah, disengage is a global.
I never bring it up.
Um.
Such is life.
Okay, I will have him disengage and move back towards the junction. Cal, we need to be able to get to the lever room. Alamo. You're not.
I thought I was defending Alamo.
We're not in the lever room. That's the opposite side.
It's okay.
It's all right.
It's all
So
okay.
I'm gonna run up here. Can I see all of them?
Shit.
Yep, and that's probably about 15 feet of movement.
I'm gonna
or so.
cast Fireball between the 2 and the 4 so
Okay.
that all of them are in goal.
The
Nice.
fireball lurches out.
And I will duck back behind Cal afterwards.
All right, dex saves all around. I'm just going to do a singular dex save if there's no argument with that.
No.
It's an all or nothing proposition.
I like it.
If you prefer, I'll roll them individually. but for
I feel like I would
expedience
want.
to save.
I want everyone.
Oh, okay.
Well, because if they save, then they all save,
Yeah.
Right.
and
But
more
if they
than
fail,
But
then
they all fail.
I mean, it's literally
Yeah, it's a
half dozen of
because
one.
she also has luckies, but okay.
Oh, I do have luckies. So
no,
Well,
it's
no,
fine.
you can't re-roll. Oh, I guess you can.
Yes, you can.
I
On a
can-
saving throw?
yeah,
It's a D20.
I think it's any.
I will read it to you.
Oh.
Um,
Well, then I will roll them individually. I'm just trying. I'm thinking about the
No,
stream.
no, I agree.
no, it's fine. You can't do that. Totally.
The-
Just disadvantage.
The
It's
first will fail.
Okay.
These are the first two. The second will fail.
Okay.
So the first two that were just scrapping with Ollie,
Okay.
you watch as kind of they still kind of snapping at Ollie as the fire courses past them, exploding from behind, and you watch as they engulf. The first of the 4 coming, you watch as kind of its hood flaring out, kind of a rattling hiss comes out of it, and you watch it immediately drop to the ground and flatten itself.
All right.
And kind of you watch as it hugs, and all of that, the heaviest scaling on it kind of plating up. That first one will succeed, second will fail, third will succeed, fourth will succeed.
So 3 successes, 3 failures.
Half
Yep,
and half.
half and half.
Half and half. And then I will the succeeds take half damage. So all right.
Roll them. Good old.
I want a little bit of
fireball.
purple and blue heat now in this
Purple and blue heat there.
because
For your sugar
ev-
daddy?
ever since certain events unfolded.
Ever since I realized that I was the chosen one.
Chosen one.
Ooh, gotta love that sound.
No, it's more just like, did I make the wrong move?
You're good.
I think I'm okay. I think I did the right thing. Because you would be fine.
Math.
No, you wouldn't be. If I.
Don't worry about it.
6, 9, 13, 17,
I can't count.
22, all the d6, 25. Do it.
25 fire damage.
25. So
25 fire damage, and then 12 for the.
for the misses.
Okay.
Yeah. So how's Mr. Bloody doing?
Did you remember your glove?
Oh no, I didn't.
I know it's superfluous.
I know.
But it's also a D4.
It's a D4!
2.
2!
So 27. So that up to the half by 1.
Okay.
So-
27, 13.
27 and 13. You see that the one that has the wound opened up on its chest, as the flames lick at it, you can see kind of charred bits of flesh on it, kind of slumping down and kind of dragging itself back up, but really looks in bad shape after the flames that engulfed it.
I would like to be. Cal's right at the corner, right? You're like right at the junction.
I thought so. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
so
he's
as
basically-
soon as they come around the corner, I can stab
yeah,
him.
he's basically in the space
Right.
adjacent
Okay.
to that.
I want to be close enough that I could Misty step into the opposite room if I had to.
Well, you can Misty step across the junction. You
Yeah.
won't be able to, because it's 30 feet, right? Yes.
Right.
So, yeah, you could get across the
But if
junction.
I was in here,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
absolutely.
be-
Yeah.
yeah.
Nope, that's, so right, basically right behind Kel,
correct.
posturing up. Okay. Top of the niche is going to be Katarina.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's
Get
Let's
some.
go. Let's go.
Okay. It's
Fucked
okay,
up a
man.
little bit.
It's all
No, you're-
good.
This is my realm. It's what I do.
It's all good. I mean, you are a visual person.
There's just the new Alamo, that's all.
Yeah.
You're
right?
all like, what does that mean?
Where's Alamo?
I don't even understand my own period's historical references, let alone one that's in a game world that exists outside of this game world.
This is Fort Hill.
You mean Fort Hill? What?
You gotta put in Kel terms. I want to run back around the corner, and the one that is like crawling on the ground, I want to kill him.
Okay.
Oh,
Moving for an execution.
are you?
Oh yes, and while I'm running,
Okay. Drawing.
interaction, drawing Lightbringer,
Drawing Lightbringer out.
because I
Both
must name all my weapons.
Blades.
Yes,
I don't name my weapons.
You should.
you should.
They love you more when you do that.
They do a lot of shit.
I know, right? She's
I'm
rocking
going
it.
to use a lucky to expend this second crit miss.
Tell you that's what it's there for.
Is the 17 and a 19 on the first attack.
No.
So that's a hard miss.
Lurching out. Ching. This is one of each hand.
Uh-huh.
Both blades, you can see, despite its kind of diminished state, that kind of long serpentine head kind of still has
Still's got
tons of kind of viper-esque speed, and with it fully extended, you know, it can hold you off a good 10 feet from the bulk of the
And
the
how's he
wyvern.
looking?
He is in really bad shape.
Okay. So I will make my extra attack, my second attack.
Okay.
Yep.
And you've used 2 luckies now.
I have
Mm-hmm.
a 12 and a 13, so they both hit.
What?
So what's the numbers?
Oh, sorry, 22 and a 23.
Yeah.
Anything above
Plus
11.
9.
Both of those will hit.
I'm not going to use sneak attack.
Okay.
Oh.
I want to save that. For
You have an
well, hopefully, we'll see if I can do enough
Oh,
damage.
that's right. You have
Get
haste.
some.
So 8 plus 8
16.
is 16 plus
Plus.
12. So 28. And there's a little fire, a little radiant damage if that helps.
Little fire, little
That
radiant.
should
Uh,
go. That should go.
It
Maybe.
kind of its jaws snapping out and kind of parrying that bite off to the side, and you can see that the head kind of swinging over to the side opens up for you to kind of scissor the blades together,
Yes.
wedging it in, and kind of it takes some serious effort to get through that kind of snake-like.
Gladiator style.
But drawing them both back, the head kind of flopping off onto the ground next to you. About 2 more bites come out of the head as the body, you can see, kind of writhing, that neck flailing around, just spewing all of blood just all over the cavern around it before slumping over dead onto the ground.
So much for that bath.
I know. I was like, oh, that's a nice bath what we had.
Beside the
That's just a new bath of blood.
I know, right? She equally
It's good for the
bathes in it.
skin, right?
anything else?
Yes.
Haste.
I'm
Did you know
glad
she's
you asked.
hasted?
It's to the next one that's
Yep.
in this same area. Shifting over, with Valor, I'll make an attack.
That's right, you
Wreck
got a bonus.
its life.
Come on. Come on.
21.
That's a hit.
21. Okay.
21.
I'm going to use my trip attack.
Okay.
Oh! Fucking Battlemaster Rogue. Holy
So
shit,
it's a
dude.
17 DC, but I will do my damage. And I'm going to use my sneak attack right now.
Of course you
Okay.
are. See, I can hear the rattles.
Okay.
Jeez.
So,
Oz.
5 plus 6 is 11.
Yeah.
6 is 17.
Yes.
Plus 2 is 19.
Yeah.
Plus 1 is
Alright,
20.
20.
Plus 4.
24.
24 plus 6. So
30.
30.
30 damage, and you watch as, again, this thing kind of, what I'll equate to its kind of its elbows or its knuckle for its wing as it runs along, sweeping that out. You watch as it smashes to the ground. The hit opening up another laceration along this creature's body as it falls prone onto the ground.
I will make my second
You
attack
got
against
it.
it.
The advantage. Advantage.
I keep rolling a lot of crit misses.
But you have an advantage.
Oh, I
So-
do. Oh, thank I rolled a 2.
It's better
A
than crit
1 and a
miss.
2. It is.
It's better than crit
Okay.
miss.
So I just hit the wall beside it and then
You're
I
keeping
run
it?
away. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I gotta save
Yeah,
it.
save it.
Yeah, no,
With
it's
it
smart.
hitting, and you can even begin to feel like your body is not designed to do this much, and you can feel this overwhelming.
You've been
fatigue.
having a
You feel
little
the
too much
muscles
haste
grip.
lately.
A lot of haste, a lot of pushing
She's been hasted
levers.
quite a lot.
As the creature begins kind of struggling to get back on its
Can you get
feet.
addicted to haste?
I feel
would-
like I'm on my way to do
She's-
that.
she's-
right? I shouldn't wonder.
So give me a hit. Just. I know we're just camping right now, but
I need some haste.
I'd love to camp faster. Anything else?
I will run back
Mhm.
and I will run next to Kel.
Okay.
All right.
Well done. Well done.
Moving up and adjacent to Kel, it's back to the Wyverns. I'll just do this number.
Yeah.
How badly damaged is that motherfucker?
He's about bloodied, I'd say.
Is he bloodied?
He's not.
Oh, he's
Fuck.
not.
Okay.
Okay. He's 27 and what'd you do? 32?
I don't remember.
Okay.
All right.
I just like to roll dice.
It was 30 you did. It was the second
Okay.
attack.
Oh, okay.
And at this point, probably everyone but Aster can peek around the corner, but Aster can also kind of garner visage through Ollie, who can still see down the line. There is a sinking dread as you watch that those remaining 4, an additional 3 can be seen as they come plowing down the line.
Okay.
Everything pushing forward, and in fact, the very first one, as he enters your zone, you will open up for an
And
attack. if
this
that's
is the
your-
one that's been damaged, right?
This is the one. Yep. That you've
So
already
it's basically coming here. Is that what you're saying?
hit. Yeah, as soon as he's visible to Kel.
All right.
So
You have advantage.
Yes, you do.
I really want to crit right now. What are the odds?
What?
I'm a bitch. Both 9s. Plus 4. There's no way. There's no way.
okay,
Yep.
lurching out with the spear, the creature kind of ducking back as the glint of the silver spear.
Got this.
I'm disappointed in myself.
He continues charging up. If you would, he basically charges all the way adjacent to the crew.
Well,
The-
me.
Well, she's next to you.
She's adjacent to you.
Oh, Jason.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's adjacent.
I thought I was blocking the whole corridor.
The tail immediately juts out in your direction.
Yeah, I do have the block action.
Okay. We'll hit. 20, right?
20.
Reaction.
You're taking a reaction?
Actually, I'm gonna take a reaction.
There's a lot of reactions.
You
happening.
react before I react.
Everyone's
Alright.
reacting.
I'm gonna react before
I'm
you
gonna
react.
stand still.
I'm gonna cast shield.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay.
Wait, no. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it just in case more shit happens.
Okay.
25 AC
You
now.
watch as the glow shatters as the barbed tail drives directly through it with a 23.
I have a 25 AC.
No, 23. I'm sorry. What is that?
Maths.
25 AC?
Yeah.
My
Never mind.
mistake. My mistake. You watch as the barb kind of smashing into it. You see some of that kind of arcane light
Moonlight.
shimmer off as it's.
It's a divine light.
Oh, so sorry. In your case, divine light.
Thank you.
Divine light.
I'm sorry.
As
I'm a
the
divine soul
the-
sorcerer.
barb ricochets off, the remaining 4 will charge their way down, and the first will. I'm guessing you have an opportunity as each
Yep.
enters
As
your.
everyone does their thing, I'll attack.
So they are all. You can basically say they are all occupying that same space
So we
on
have
the walls.
5.
On the
But you said only
5, and
3
there's 3 additional
further down.
further down the hallway.
Okay.
So you can go and roll 2 attacks as they
Two
come
attacks. Okay.
tearing their way. Through.
I only get advantage on the one, right? The silvery barbs.
Yes.
That's a miss.
Good.
17 is a hit.
Nice.
So one of them is going to take a hit.
The second stops dead.
And I'm going to use a level 2 spell slot on this motherfucker for some smite damage.
Okay.
Here's,
So it's a 1d6. 6 plus 4 plus
10.
is 10 plus I have a
It's a
magic
weapon.
weapon.
Yep.
So plus 1, so it's 11. Plus 3d8.
get some. Infield crit.
8, 6, 5.
19, 25,
11, 19.
30.
30.
So plus. Did I miss something?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, 30
Okay.
damage
And he
total.
stops immediately.
Stops
Nice,
immediately.
dude.
Boom, as it
You're sweet.
hits in its track, kind of a bloom of silver light, stopping it dead. The tail, with a reach of 10, retorts to Kel. Because it's rolling like a
Disadvantage.
monster right now.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage.
And I still have a shield going. It goes into the beginning of my turn.
Yes.
So it's
That's right.
25 AC.
By 1, you watch as it.
Shield is paying for its weight right now.
You watch as it deflects off. The second that you couldn't stop, its tail goes for Ollie in the
Ollie Bob.
in the reach, which is going to hit.
I will use my reaction to
Okay.
hit it.
Can I react too?
Can you
You haven't
react
used-
though?
have
Because
you
you've
used a
already
reaction?
used a reaction.
No.
Oh, that's your tunnel fighter that
Tunnel
allows
Fighter
you.
allows
Okay.
me to not use reactions.
Yeah. So I react to save Ollie.
Wait, but
Okay. Yeah.
But
Oh, I used my
You
shield.
used a
Shield?
spell, yeah,
You're
okay.
absolutely right. Cannot do it. Thank you.
I react to save
No,
Ollie,
you're
which
right
is
to call me on
essentially just.
I appreciate your honesty.
Sorry.
No,
legitimately. You're using?
Silvery Bob's again.
Oh, okay. Is that a cantrip?
It is
No.
a first level spell.
Oh, okay.
It's a really good.
That's. I don't know if
Is
I've
it
ever
arcane?
even
He's a
heard of
15,
it.
correct?
It's
I'm sorry, 17?
I forget what
17.
spellbook it comes from. It's one of the new like Tasha's or something like that. It's really good.
Will hit.
Both hit.
Yeah, both will hit.
Okay.
The stinger driving
Those stingers
in.
are gnarly.
Do I still get to use all of the spell? Do you think?
No, only if it succeeds.
I
would think.
Distract and turn.
Well, the spell basically gives him disadvantage, and I think you still get all the
I
effects.
still
It's
can-
not dependent on
Okay. That's
Oh.
it succeeding.
Oh,
or not.
Trigger
okay.
creature must re-roll. Use the lower. You can then choose a different creature.
Yeah.
You can see within range. The chosen creature has advantage on the next attack roll. I choose you.
Oh.
Ability check or saving throw it makes within 1 minute.
Cool. As the stinger hits Ollie, that's going to be for 9 piercing damage.
Ollie blips.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You watch as the stinger hits and Ollie slumps to the ground. The energy
I'm
that
sorry, love.
kept him manifest. That one will then turn and make a bite attack at Kedron.
Come at me.
God, I can't do anything.
It's okay.
Is going to be a hit.
Well, I have 21 AC with haste.
It is
It's still a
going to be a
okay,
hit,
okay.
regardless.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, no. Keep me honest. That is going to be for 13 piercing damage.
Halved with uncanny dodge. Okay.
7 piercing damage.
7. Okay. Wait, am I in your aura? Do I still get half of? Oh, that's
That's
only spell.
spells.
Sorry.
Spells.
Okay, never mind.
No,
Don't mind me.
good question.
Okay.
You
How much?
have the remaining 2 wyverns. You can go ahead and make your reactionary, your tunnel fighter.
Right.
They can all reach. That's nuts. Are they just like on the ceiling?
They're just
Yeah.
filling up this, and like I said, with the additional ones coming in, like
16 on 1, so that's a hit
okay,
on the die. 10. Ooh. Okay. Plus no, it's like 19. So no.
Okay.
It's 20. So
Are
one
they
hit,
all
one
males?
doesn't.
Everything is
so far. All you've seen has been males. Yes.
Okay, the one I do hit, I will use a level 2 spell smite. Wow.
Okay.
spell smite. Slot.
Spell
Smite.
slots. First,
All right. God.
we know.
I know.
Words.
We know.
Oh, I'm just
You
trying
got
to
this.
weaken them so that they can get hurt more.
You got this.
All right.
Destroy their faces.
1d6. 1 plus 4 plus
5.
so plus 1 is 6. And then the 3d8. Here we go. Here's the big boys. 7, 1, and 7. 15.
15 plus what? Did you have 9?
Yeah. 24?
Was it 9?
I don't remember.
It was 2 1s and a 4, so 6 plus 17, 23.
23,
Wait, was it 17?
It was
15, 21.
21.
God damn.
21 damage as you lash out. At this point, I mean, the tunnel is effectively they're piled onto each other. Glancing, the last visibility really that you have, because so many bodies are pouring in here, you can see that as far as you can see through the tunnel,
This
it
is Wyverns.
the same. It is
Okay.
their tolerance for your presence in the canyon seems to have come to an end, and you could see that
This is a fight.
very, very likely, I would say, if you had to take a guess, 12, 15.
Quick
Maybe.
question. I saw a total of 18 at the civilization.
Yes, I believe so.
And I'm aware that's probably not the only nest, but they were pretty 50-50 in male female. Are we seeing any?
Thus far, you have not seen any females in this group,
Okay.
and yeah, I would say
They
for the
can't
most
get
part
to the
they're
alamo.
kind of brooded pairs.
Let me
So-
absorb all the damage.
The
It's the only way we're gonna
the
make it out.
scrabble of claw and wing increasingly kind of plugging, and the screech and chitter as you can hear kind of communication, either argument or tactics being exchanged as they scurry their way down this lot. Both of those two will lash out at you and Katarina with a stinger.
Okay. We both
21
have advantage.
And 25.
Oh, okay.
25.
This is we're starting with Katarina.
Okay.
You have
21.
yeah, but you said advantage.
against poison.
Okay, but they don't have disadvantage on the attack.
No,
Or do they?
I
Okay,
I don't believe so.
then that will hit.
Okay.
Oops. Can I roll in the dish, please? Ooh, for 13
Okay.
piercing damage, and I need a con save.
Okay.
please. And this you do have advantage on.
+4.
+4, so 16 is my highest.
20. Yes, to save.
22.
Yes,
We'll
to
save.
save.
The second against Kel.
Yep.
You still have shield up, correct?
Yeah. +5, 25.
The shield narrowly saves you.
Oh,
Again,
Well
shield is
played.
pulling its weight.
Well played.
With
Okay.
that will end out the Wyverns turn. But again, at this point, barely visible just because so many bodies are in here. But like I said, the I would say at this point the count at the entryway is innumerable. I mean, it's just you cannot see the.
Can
end
we
of-
sneak through to the Alamo, for lack of a better word? This area over here. Can we
Are they
get
blocking
there?
the T-zone?
I mean, they're definitely in the choke point. You could try to drive through there if you want, but there are bodies between you and it. Yes.
Whose turn is it?
Because me and you both have Misty Step,
Right, but Kat does not. She just.
but she
she's
is
haste.
by far the most
Yeah.
mobile character we have. I'm next, if I recall correctly.
Yep,
I don't know
It
who's-
is Kel's turn.
Okay.
Go big or go home.
Right, go Cal.
Okay. Kel will get to where he's starting to get into close, and he'll Misty Step across. Wait, I'm such a visual guy. If I were to go across, would I incur any opportunity attacks?
You'll incur 4.
I will Misty Step so I don't incur any of those opportunity attacks.
Okay. Kel's form vanishes before you. You can barely see kind of the foot of his form appear on the other side of the Wyverns.
Right? That's the right move. Yep. And I will stay in the room so that when we turn shit, it'll be okay, but I'll take the block action.
Okay.
If I'm understanding this right.
So you're just inside the entryway of the room.
Is this yes? And yep,
Cool.
okay. That's my movement. I'll do I'm prepared to take all the attacks as they come at us. Block and Tunnel Fighter.
Going back over to Aster's side.
Okay, can I Misty Step to the other room 30 feet without
30 feet will make you engaged with.
Can she move up to a point, then Misty Step, and then move the rest?
There's
Without-
there's
whatever
nothing that's going to stop you from.
yeah,
quote-unquote,
whatever
disengaging.
combination.
But effectively running up to where Kel just vanished from and doing the same.
Okay. From there, I will hold my action, unless in sequence it would revert the next turn. I'm confused. I would like to hold my action to push the lever from when Kat enters the room.
Okay, so you actually stage up on the lever. Okay.
Yes.
So you are ready as soon as Kat joins you.
Yes.
It's go time on the lever.
All right, Kat, let's do this.
Cat's by herself.
You hear that kind of
Okay.
echo through,
We're
and
gonna
there's
start
the
the next.
screech and
Yeah.
scraps of wyvern bodies tearing and clawing their way down. That will take us
That's a level 2 spell
to
slot.
the top of initiative, and that unfortunately is where we do need to.
Oh.
Will she make it across?
Will the heroes make it through this unbearable dilemma?
This is going to be a
This is a toughie.
dicey one.
What will
I
happen to
mean-
the Rovers next time on D&D?
With that, anything else? We'll be jumping right back into initiative next episode.
Yes.
Anything else?
No, we're good to go.
Looking forward to
We're
seeing you
good.
next time.
Hey,
All right.
thanks for joining us, guys. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you very
see
much.
what happens.
See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Until then.
The world is yours.